Most cat owners believe they're doing everything right. Feeding them, petting them, giving them attention. But what if I told you some of the things you do every day, your cat secretly hates? And the strangest part is, they almost never tell you directly. They show it in subtle ways. A flick of the tail, a slow blink that never comes back. That quiet moment when they choose to walk away instead of stay. And once you start noticing these signals, you begin to realize something powerful. Your cat has been trying to communicate with you this whole time. It often starts with affection. You see your cat sitting quietly and you reach out to pet them. It feels natural. After all, affection is how humans bond, but for cats, it's more complicated. Many owners don't realize that overstimulation is one of the biggest hidden stress triggers for cats. What feels like love to you can quickly become overwhelming for them. Their nerve endings are incredibly sensitive, especially along the back and tail. At first, they tolerate it, maybe even enjoy it. But then something changes. Their tail begins to twitch, their ears rotate slightly, their body stiffens. Most people miss this moment. And then suddenly, they bite. Not out of anger, not out of aggression, but because they've been politely asking you to stop and you didn't hear them. Another thing cats quietly dislike is being picked up unexpectedly. To a human, lifting a cat feels harmless, even loving. But to a cat, it can feel like losing control. In the wild, being lifted off the ground usually means danger. It means they've been caught. And even though your cat lives safely in your home, that instinct hasn't disappeared. That's why some cats freeze in your arms, others squirm. Some tolerate it only for a few seconds before demanding to be put down. It's not that they don't love you, it's that they need to feel safe on their own terms. And then there's something almost every cat owner does. Without thinking, direct eye contact. To us, eye contact is connection, it's attention, it's trust. But in the cat world, a long, unbroken stare can feel like a challenge. That's why your cat sometimes looks at you, then slowly blinks, or turns their head away. They're not being rude. They're actually being polite. They're saying, I trust you enough not to see you as a threat. And when you stare back too intensely, it can create a quiet tension you didn't even realize was there. But perhaps one of the most misunderstood things cats hate is inconsistency. Feeding times that change, sudden loud noises, rearranging furniture without warning, even changes in your mood. Cats are creatures of pattern. Their sense of safety comes from predictability, so when their environment shifts unexpectedly, it creates stress. You might notice it in small ways, hiding more often, eating less, becoming unusually clingy, or unusually distant. They're not being moody, they're trying to adjust to a world that suddenly feels uncertain. And then there's the litter box. It seems simple, right? Keep it clean. But what many people don't realize is just how sensitive cats are to it. A litter box that isn't cleaned regularly or is placed in a noisy, uncomfortable area can cause deep discomfort. Cats are naturally clean animals. In the wild, their survival depends on hiding their scent. So when their bathroom space feels dirty or unsafe, it doesn't just annoy them, it stresses them, sometimes enough to make them avoid it completely. And when that happens, owners often think it's bad behavior. But it's not. It's communication. There's also something more emotional, something many people overlook. Ignoring your cat when they seek connection. Cats may seem independent, but they form deep emotional bonds. When your cat comes to sit near you, rub against you, or softly meow, that's not random. That's a moment of trust, and when those moments are repeatedly dismissed, your cat learns something quietly painful, that reaching out doesn't always lead to connection. Over time, they may stop trying, and that distance you feel from them wasn't always there. It was built slowly, moment by moment. But here's the part that changes everything. Once you begin to understand what your cat dislikes, you also begin to understand what makes them feel safe. It's not about doing more, it's about noticing more, letting them come to you instead of forcing interaction, watching their body language, respecting their space, even when you just want to show love. Because to a cat, love isn't loud, it's quiet. It's the way you sit near them without touching, the way you blink slowly instead of staring, the way you learn their rhythm, instead of expecting them to follow yours. And when a cat feels understood, something beautiful happens. They soften, they stay longer, they trust deeper. So the next time your cat walks away, or flicks their tail, or gently pushes your hand aside, don't take it personally.